Hey guys, what's up? Misfit. So, I've been on the class since 7 p.m. and this is it's almost 9 o'clock. So, we're going to round up by 9 o'clock. And right now, I'm having a classwork. So, this is just the classwork. I might come back to my chair, but right now, uh, there's no vibe here. Alright, you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay. I might be ready. I don't know why you're not playing on my speaker. So, I'm coming now. It's not playing out on the speaker. Oh, it's not playing out on the speaker. Too bad. Alright, let's go. What trend is this? What trend is this?
Uptrend,
Uptrend, uptrend, okay. Uptrend, what are the characteristics of uptrend?
higher highs,
And
higher highs and higher lows.
higher highs and higher lows. Now let us look for the higher highs. From here to here is what?
Yeah, I cannot see your cursor.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm coming. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So from here, can you see my cursor?
Yes.
From here to here is what?
Higher high.
Now from here to this one is what?
Um,
Let
yes,
me
I'm coming.
let me zoom in. I'm coming now. Let me zoom in.
Uh, uh, uh,
Okay. So you know what I was showing you before? You ready?
Yes.
Alright. So what I was showing you before, this is still it here, but I've zoomed in. So from
Okay.
here to here is the trend line, which is the uptrend. Now,
Okay.
from here to here is what?
From there.
This one to this one. Láti bí débi báyìí kí ni? Láti òkè yìí lọ sí òkè yìí.
Ah, it's
What are the remember again?
lower R.
If it is uptrend, can there be lower high in uptrend?
No, higher I.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Then
what are the two characteristics of uptrend
higher I.
and
Higher low.
characteristics of downtrend?
Okay. Lower I and
And
lower low.
okay, so that means if it is uptrend, there is never going to be a lower low or lower high.
No.
So that
No.
be by débi báyìí is that's okay, this okay. What is that?
Yes. Higher I.
That's okay, this okay, kini.
Higher I.
That's okay, this okay, kini.
Higher I.
So o mọ̀ pé 1 minute time frame náà ó. So débi báyìí ṣé ó wá sí òkè àbí ó kàn ń ṣeré kiri?
And consolidate.
Consolidate. So ìgbà tó ń consolidate ṣé ó break resistance? Ṣé ó break resistance?
No.
Ṣé ó break support?
Yes.
Ìgbà tó break support kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
No. Silent.
Ó wọ̀ sísàlẹ̀. Ìgbà tó dé ìsàlẹ̀ yìí ṣé kó ṣe déédéé kiri?
Yes. We consolidate there.
Kó consolidate díẹ̀. So tá bá draw support and resistance. Ìgbà tó break yìí ṣó break ìsàlẹ̀?
No.
Ṣó break òkè?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I actually have audience that don't speak Yoruba. For some reason, teaching you Yoruba is now faster. That's crazy. Actually, Actually, I so enjoyed teaching you about. So this did they break the resistance?
Yes.
After breaking the resistance, what happened?
Simple.
Now, previously, what did we say? What happens when it breaks resistance?
And is buying
Buying.
this
And when it breaks support, what happens?
selling.
Really quick. So it bought. Now because it is buying, if something is buying, is that uptrend or downtrend?
Uptrend.
Uptrend. And uptrend from here to here it is what?
I.
From here to what is what?
I.
Ìgbà tó débi báyìí àwọn candlestick méjì yìí ṣé wọ́n lọ sí òkè àbí wọ́n kàn ń ṣeré kiri?
Okay.
Now ìgbà tó débi báyìí ṣó break ẹ̀? Ṣó break èwo ló break? Ṣé ó break resistance àbí support?
Yes, okay, support.
Support. Ìgbà tó break support kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
It went down a bit.
Ó tún padà sókè. So
Yes.
ìgbà tó wá sísàlẹ̀ yìí ibi báyìí sí síbi báyìí kí ni wọ́n pè é? Ló wá lo orí ẹ pé láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí kí ni wọ́n pè é? Now ìgbà tí ó wá sí ibi báyìí débi báyìí tó wá sí ibi báyìí débi báyìí ṣé higher high ni àbí lower high? Ṣé higher high ni àbí lower high? Láti ibi báyìí débi báyìí láti ibi báyìí débi báyìí ṣé you said lower high àbí?
Okay.
But ṣé lower high ni àbí higher high?
That one is the green.
This one láti ibi báyìí débi báyìí you said it is lower high àbí?
I.
Initially you said it is lower high.
No, I said I.
You said actually you were correct now. It is lower high. I was just trying to confuse you. Yes.
I said I.
Oh, I thought you said lower high. I was trying to confuse you though. So from here to here, it is lower high.
I don't see it.
Can you see it here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this lower high here, kí ló push it?
The two green candles.
Wọ́n pé you buy higher high.
Yes. Yes.
Èwo ni higher báwo ni higher low ṣe rí?
Okay, sir.
Okay, wá sísàlẹ̀. So
I to
exactly higher low means wá láti òkè wá sísàlẹ̀. Higher high mean pé láti òkè ó tún gbéra sókè sí. So higher low. So if it is uptrend now, you know E's and valleys now.
Yes.
So the valley of a uptrend is the higher low, then the EU is the higher high.
Okay.
Don't worry, just have to practice it enough. So that's be by Kiwalele. Higher high. Now, when you draw this trend, what trend is this?
Downtrend.
And what are the things that we are looking for in the downtrend?
Low.
And
High.
okay, so from here to here is what?
Nothing.
From here to here. Láti òkè yìí wá sí lower. Then láti ibi báyìí jẹ́ kí n máa draw ẹ̀ fún ẹ. Láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí kí wá ní?
Is that lower high?
Lower high. Then láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí kí ni? Lower low. Láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí kí ni?
Lower high.
Then láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí kí ni?
Lower low.
Láti ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí. So wá síbí báyìí kí ni
Lower I.
wá síbí báyìí wá síbí báyìí kí ni
Lower low.
so ibi báyìí nísìnyí o rí pé ó lò wá síbí báyìí pátápátápátá tá a bá draw support ibi báyìí tá a draw resistance ibi báyìí but kò consolidate o but tá a bá fẹ́ confirmation méjì tá a bá dé ibi báyìí nísìnyí tí a mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a bá draw support ibi tá a draw resistance ibi kí la rò pé ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ibi báyìí ṣó break is support
Like this, we do not break it.
but ṣó break resistance
Yes.
tó bá break resistance kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀
Una sell. Una buy.
a buy so rí pé candlestick yẹn lọ sókè díẹ̀
Yes. Now came back.
but o rí pé ó padà
Yes.
now but ṣó pull back àbí ó ń ṣé eléyìí nìsín ṣé pull back eléyìí àbí consolidation.
Okay, that's true. Let's check out what's pullback and consolidation.
Okay, so what's the difference between pullback and consolidation?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Okay, let me see the website.
Don't check your book. Just use the English language. Consolidate, that means I don't know where I'm going to go. Or pull back, I pull you to the back. So what's the difference?
Okay. Pullback is it was meant to break support. So it broke resistance instead.
Yeah, kill it tomorrow.
So it was meant to go down. If it's pullback, it was meant to go
Yeah,
down.
close my pull back.
Eh?
Kilo day to pull back. And kí ni features, kí ni characteristics pé kò pull back. Báwo la ṣe máa mọ̀ pé pull back ni? Pé òkè ló ẹ kó lọ ṣùgbọ́n ó kàn tán wá jẹ ni. Báwo la ṣe máa mọ̀?
Let's say it's broke. Okay, it's meant to break resistance.
Is it meant to break or it has broken resistance?
Let's say it broke resistance.
Okay, it broke resistance.
Yeah.
What happened? After it broke resistance, is it meant to go up or go down?
It's go up.
Okay, but where did it go?
Resistance up. Now it's down.
Okay, so is that normal or is that a trap?
It's a trap because it's going back up.
Okay, so that is a what?
Pullback.
But what is now consolidation?
Consolidation, it's like it did not break resistance, no support. It's just
okay.
On the surface.
Good. So after it broke this thing now that it broke, what is it called?
Okay.
What is that?
This part.
After it broke this, what is this thing called that it broke? This line is what's the name of this line called? Line okay.
Straight line. Consolidation.
Consolidation ni nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ọjà so ó kàn lọ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni but line tí mo fà láyé tó bírèkì o rí pé bíbá yìí o rí pé green yìí ó bírèkì ìlà yìí so lọ sókè ẹ kó máa lọ sókè sí bọ̀ kò lọ sókè sí ó wá sí sálẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ pull back now ìgbà tó pull back tán ṣó padà lọ sókè àbí kò padà lọ sókè.
Yes.
Ṣó padà lọ àbí kò padà lọ? Ó padà lọ. Okay, so it went up. After it now came up here, that means it followed an analysis. But then after it came up here, now it went back, came up. But now, in this situation now, is it following any particular trend?
Uh, no, no.
No. So this one now, what is this one called again?
It's consolidation.
Consolidation. But what is this
Consistency.
line now? What is this called? What is this line called?
Resistance.
And this line is called.
Support.
What is happening in the market right now is,
It's consolidation.
so on 1 minute time frame for gold, the market is
It's consolidating.
okay. Now, what do you think is going to happen when the market opens?
Mm,
Brother, what do you think we should do when the market opens on Sunday midnight?
mm, really is important. Sure.
Hmm?
Um, for for like it should break resistance.
So are we going to wait for it to break resistance, are we? Or
Yes.
is it just resistance or waiting for it to break, or is it both resistance or support?
Ah,
Is it just resistance that it can break, or can it break both resistance and support? Oh, my charts are scattered.
I'm
So
not sure.
is it only resistance the market break, or can it break either of them?
It can, yes, it can break support. So
Okay. So now that it is consolidating, when the market opens on Monday, what do we do? Do we enter a buy or do we enter a sell?
if I
Why are we entering a buy?
because we predict it to break resistance.
How have we predicted it to break resistance? Can we predict it to break resistance? Can we predict it to break resistance, or is it the one that will break resistance by itself after we've drawn our trend lines? After we've drawn our support and resistance, which one is it?
After we join our resistance and support,
Yeah.
and we've seen the kind of trend. Okay, okay, and also we are going to um check
Don't overthink
the
it. Don't overthink it. Just answer the question now. On Monday, on Sunday midnight, when the market opens, are we going to buy or are we going to sell?
again to buy
Now, why are we buying?
because it's going to break resistance.
How do we need to break resistance if it is still consolidating?
Um,
Okay, let me rephrase it. Are we going to buy? Are we going to sell? A, buy. B, sell. C, none of the above. Eh?
when we get to the market on Monday,
Uh,
I think we're going to probably we should just wait for
okay. So why are we
those
waiting?
to know which one is going to break.
Okay,
Like
now let us say it breaks resistance. Are we just going to jump into the market and quickly buy?
no, we should wait for a while. It might pull back.
Okay. Now, in what scenario can we quickly jump into the market? Hmm? In what
After
scenario?
it pull back,
These are trivial questions. These are brain teasers. So, in what scenario can we quickly jump into the market?
after it pull back.
Okay. How do we know Is there a way that we can know if the pullback has finished in the market, or if there's even going to be a pullback at all? Is there a way we can possibly know? Eh? Why are you whispering? It's alright not to know. That's why you are here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. But the thing is, I want us to be figuring it out so that way you won't have to like cram it. You just know the fundamentals of it. So, sorry, excuse me, I need to blow my nose. So now it is consolidating, and then it hasn't broken support, it hasn't broken resistance. So obviously we are not going to buy or sell because we don't know which direction it is going to go. But then if it now breaks resistance, obviously when it breaks resistance, we are meant to what?
Bye.
Buy. But then sometimes if it breaks resistance, what happens? Does it buy immediately?
It's pullbacks.
Pullbacks. Now there's pullback, but then that pullback, we don't know how long the pullback will take, do we? So anytime you enter the market now, things that you have to consider when you're entering the market is number one, the amount of money you're taking into the market. So most times, as a beginner trader, you're starting with $100. Let's say you're trading with $100, and then you get to you draw your analysis, and then you see a breakout on the resistance, and you know that this is meant to buy. So immediately you enter a buy. What is that thing that you're meant to put in your trade that will protect you in case there's a pullback?
Stop loss.
Stop loss. So, and then what is that thing that you take to know the prediction when you're predicting your market and you want to know where you want to take out your profit and just know that you've chopped your money? What is that called? Take profit. So now, in case there might be a pullback, but then you break resistance and you feel like it's going to go up and you enter a buy, what are the things that you need to put in? What are the parameters you need to put to protect you and to also secure your profit?
You put your stop loss and take profits.
Good girl. That's now there's something now called margin. Now, let's say you're using $100 account to trade. What should be, when you're using proper risk management, what should be your lot size?
Yeah, is it 0.01?
0.01. Why?
I have no idea. Okay, idea.
Okay. Now, if I'm using a $200 account, what lot size should I use?
200.
200 lot size.
No, I'm saying I'm saying 200. I mean $200. It should be 0.01.
0.01? Well, you can use 0.01, but what should be your, okay, actually, let me rephrase. What should be your maximum lot size for a $200 account? If you're applying proper risk management and you don't want to blow your account in case there's a pullback.
Is there uh is not 0.00? I'm not sure.
It's actually 0.02, you got it. But wait, did you say 0.02?
I said 0.00.
Ah,
Because I know
0.00, okay. If you use it, is it possible to use a lot size of 0.00? What does 0.00 mean?
I'm even asking that. Is there something like 0.00?
No, 0.00 means zero, and you're using zero. That means you're using nothing. 0.02 or 0.02? Is there anything like 0.002?
0.02. So you're not 0.02.
Okay. Now, did you ever learn lot size calculation? Hmm? What do you say?
I said not fully, I'm not sure. Okay, I think 0.02 should be 2%.
It should be what? Like,
That's 2% again.
okay. So I'm going to send you. I'm send you something right now. Alright, so this is a comparison chart. It's showing you in the columns you have lot size, that's lots, units, volume, and pips. And then we have something called standard lot size, mini lot size, micro lot size, and nano lot size. Then units, we have 100,000 units. For mini, we have 10,000. Micro, we have 1,000. Nano, we have 100. Volume, we have 1.0. That's the lot size of 1.0. Then mini, we have a lot size of 0.1. Micro, a lot size of 0.01. Nano, a lot size of 0.001. Then per pip movement, so that's dollar per pip. That means per movement. You know what a pip is? What is a pip? Mm.
I've forgotten. Isn't it the
Try.
same as spread? No, it's not the same as spread.
Hmm? No, this is forex. So pride care.
I said spread.
Spread, no, at all. Spread is what your broker charges you. Oh, shouldn't have said that. I was meant to ask you back.
Okay, I think if you I don't know how to explain.
Try.
Okay, let's see. Um, uh,
When you're driving a car now, cars, what is the unit of measurement for a car? What is the unit of measurement of for speed? Wait, a car in motion is moving because of what? Kí ló máa ń jẹ́ kí mọ́tò move?
accelerator.
Okay, tó bá ti accelerate tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ bá ti wá move lórí dashboard, kí ni wàá máa rí?
The kilometer per hour.
Okay, so cars move in
Kilometers
and
per
then
hour.
okay, so your candlesticks on the forex graph or chart, it moves in what? It moves in pips. So pip is just percentage in profit in every point. Percentage in points. So that means if your something, if your trade is moving, it moves in pips. So like 1 pip, 2 pip. So let's say you want to make profit. You make profit in pips. So let's say I enter a trade, then you put in your entry point, then you put in your take profit, and you put in your stop loss. So let's say I put in a trade and I move from 1 to 5. How many pips is that?
5 pips.
Then your move from number 1 to number 5. How many pips is that? Between number 1 and 5.
4 pips.
Why 4 pips? Okay, let's say I move from a more accurate description. Let's say I move from 1.2345 to 1.23456. How many pips is that?
1 pip.
Hmm?
Mm.
1 pip. Why 1 pip?
2345 minus 2346 minus 2345.
Good girl. So 1 to 5 is what?
That's 4.
Why?
That's my 1 point.
5. Okay, so that's pips. Now when you're not using your lot size to calculate the amount of cash you are making, you multiply your pips by your lot.
Okay.
Do you understand that part?
Not really.
Let me first send you a chart. Alright. Now let's use this GBP USD. What does GBP USD mean?
You're carrying pounds with 2 pounds, so 2 plus pounds.
Pounds with what?
Dollars.
So which one is the main currency and which one is the quote currency?
Um, the main is the pounds.
And the quote is what?
The dollars.
Okay. So in most scenarios, which one is usually the quote currency?
Dollars.
Why?
Because because I think it's mostly traded or it's
Okay, it's like it's mostly traded and it is the
universal
universal universal what?
currency.
Currency. Now you want to calculate spread. This screenshot I sent you, how do you calculate your spread?
Okay. You subtract the ask price from the bid price
Why?
because the ask price is larger than the bid price.
Okay. So what does ask price mean? What does bid price mean? Bid price mean? Now let me give you an illustration. Excuse me. So when I was living in Nigeria, exchange rate was 550. But as of today, exchange rate is 2,250. That is like times 5 in just 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, in a scenario like that, let us now see, first things first, real life forex is just me in 2022 using let's see, using 500 naira to buy £1 in 2022. Then I hold my £1, I put it inside my Kolo, or I put it in my bank account. I hold my £1. Then in 2025, now I take out my £1, I convert it back to naira. How much would that be in naira? Oh, we need to calculate up. In 2025, in 2022, my £1 was 500 naira. Then in 2025, my £1 is 2,250. So in 2022, I used 500 naira to buy £1. Then I put the £1 in my bank account. So in 2025, I went to my bank and I withdrew my £1. How much will my £1 be?
around 2015.
2000.
2015, the current exchange rate.
Now, in this scenario, what do you think the bid price is and what do you think the ask price is?
So the expense is the current what is it? Okay, the expense is the current price. Okay, the expense is the current price, and let's say the bid price is price is the price before you enter the market or something.
Good girl. So my bid price is the price from 3 years ago, and my ask price is the current asking price for what I'm holding in 2025.
Yes.
I think that's, don't actually. I'm not. Your tutor has your syllabus, but his network has been bad all day. That's why he hasn't been able to teach you. So, do you think this is enough for you for tonight, or should we continue? Eh?
On our note, continue.
Ah, Ole.
Is it time? We're going to.
Yeah, I know
It's
actually.
not done.
I'm impressed you've tried. Class has run for like 2 hours 48 minutes. You've tried.
Yeah.
Alright, so for the next 12 minutes before 10 o'clock, do you have any question?
No, I may not have questions, but tomorrow I should have questions.
Yeah, but you know that after today, you go back to your tutor. So if you have any question now, ask me.
I'm still investing. I'm still investing too. Maybe I'll come. I'm not. Should we fly and come and meet you? I'm not sure.
You should fly and come and meet me.
Maybe I should fly and come and meet you. You know, fire me back with arrow.
Why will I fire you back with arrow? Jesus Christ. Alright, I have a question for you. What is spread?
Is what the broker is charging me.
Okay, that's a very easy answer. But what else is spread? What is spread actually? Like in forex, what is spread?
I think whenever you enter a trade,
Mm-hmm.
it is to show red, red, red. It is to show minus.
Mm-hmm.
So this, how do you say this right?
Well, I used an example of the spread of a spread that has the ask price of 2025 and a bid price of
Yeah, spread is the difference between the ask price and the bid price.
so spread is simply just the difference between ask price and bid price. But now, let us now use a more realistic example of me entering the market right now. So this screenshot I sent you now, use this screenshot I sent you. Now, when you enter the market, enter a buy. What do you think the spread is? If you enter a buy, mm, let me see. Mm-hmm. I know you understand that spread is the difference between ask price and bid price, but I want you to understand the English in it and the logic. So it's not like what is spread? Spread is the difference between ask price and bid price. Like you know that spread is Like I want you to understand the logic, go go go, so that if anybody twists the story, you still understand what they're talking about.
Okay. So,
And let us now give a scenario of me using my 2,250 in 2025 and 500 naira in 2022. How would I calculate my spread in that scenario? I know this is a very, very crazy question because normally spread is the ask price and bid price of the market at that particular moment. But in this scenario, this is like from 3 years ago. And how much do you think my broker would be charging? And how would the broker even charge me? Try and use logic. Use analytical, what is it called again? Practical. Use analytical intelligence. Analyze it. This is like a trick question.
mm, okay. So you don't. How are you going to subtract 2,050 from 500?
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, right?
Mm,
That's a ridiculous. I mean, thank God that is not a real scenario because obviously you need a time machine for that. But now, to try and relate it to the current one I give you now, which is GBP USD.
okay. If I'm going to from this one I'm saying, I'm going to subtract 2,250
Mm-hmm.
from the 500.
Mm-hmm. That's spread, but that's like a compounded spread of over 3 years.
Yes.
But let's do like a simple spread of a current trade that is occurring in minutes or not even minutes, seconds. So tell me, what would you in that scenario? What do you think a spread is? If it's ask price and bid price, and they're subtracting one from the other one, and then you also know that that is what you give your broker. Also, why do you think why you giving that your why you giving why you paying your broker your spread? And what is a broker? Let's start from what is a broker. Who is a broker?
Broker is like, a trading, let's say trading platform.
Hmm.
Okay, they're like the ones giving. Okay, let me see. Um,
Don't Google it.
uh,
Try.
I'm not even googling. My laptop is closed.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Are the ones giving us leverage?
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Hmm.
mean by
Hmm.
leverage?
Okay. Giving you leverage. What do you mean by leverage? But you've not explained what
Leverage.
a broker is though, because that's just you using big language to confuse me. So,
I don't even explain what leverage is. Okay, leverage is like IBs.
IBUs, okay.
Let's say you cannot see let's say I cannot see the top of the freezer and I need something to like level to carry me up a bit so I can see the top of the freezer. So the leverage the broker is giving us leverage to be able to because you don't have like the huge amount of money to be able to enter the trade.
Mm-hmm.
So the broker is giving us like okay the let's say we're going to use $1,000 to enter the trade. So the broker is going to give us like 900. dollars, and then you just convert $100 and then do the and then leave the trade.
Okay. And how do brokers do this?
I don't know, to be honest.
Try. You just said it now. You said something about leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, yeah, they give us leverage.
So they provide us leverage in the markets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We've tried. We've covered a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any question for me?
Mm, and then
Okay then. Now your
so
assignment.
that's okay.
Your assignment is for you to write a report of everything you've learned today. Write me a two-page report of everything you've learned today. Just 2 pages. A4
Just two
paper.
pages.
Yeah, A4 paper with diagrams.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Well, not be not let the diagram now be half a page oh, and at least 3 diagrams.
Okay, no problem.
Alright then. Good night.
Okay, good
Sleep
night.
tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Okay, bye.
Alright, take it
Is
easy.
it good morning to you or good afternoon to you?
No more. It's when take time zone right now. But the only difference is 9 p.m. is like 6 p.m. right now, which is just weird.
I think that's where I was confused. I was thinking,
Nah, but it's never 9 p.m. It's like 10 p.m. 9:58, practically 10 p.m.
yeah.
And it looks like 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Welcome.
Well, back to work. Yep. Jesus Christ. You sure? No, no, about that tomorrow. Can be a bitch. My dad is Jesus is.